Hi, my name is Bryce Johnson, and Old Farmhouse is the business I created for the Kiva $100 Challenge experience. I started and I got my idea for the business by realizing there was a need with this old barn. This barn is a 70-year-old dairy barn owned by my dad's cousin. It's kind of run down and not functional. My dad's cousin wanted it torn down so they could farm the area where it's at. And so I created a business idea, performed some research saying that it is possible to sell the weathered wood, and gave a proposal basically to my dad's cousin, mentioning that I would be willing to take down the barn and sell the wood. And I started this as my $100 challenge business. So I negotiated an agreement with the owner of the barn where I would give him 30% of sales. What was good about this for me is that I didn't have to come up with the front to pay for the barn, and I just had to pay him as I went, which really worked well because then I don't have to have a bunch of upfront expenses. So that was the agreement I negotiated. Now through the process, I developed a few products. The few products that I sold, the first one you see on the left is just some barnwood siding. That's just the siding from the side of the barn that's weathered. There's some that has paint on it, some that doesn't. And the other is a window. I actually cut out the windows, including the studs that they're on, and was able to work on selling those. So those are the two products that I had. And I was able to market those products through Facebook and word of mouth. What I did is I would post a photo on Facebook and an advertisement on a garage sale page saying that I have this old wood that I'm selling, and gave my price of $2 per board foot, and gave my price for the window of $80, and went from there. Also, through word of mouth, I talked to family members, friends, people that I knew. Kind of just brought it up, and maybe told them to talk to other people, and that was the result of my marketing. So to the exact results that I had, I actually had a few spoofs of advertisements on Facebook. The first one was not very successful. I posted it earlier in the day, didn't receive any comments, just had a few likes. However, later in the process, I posted an advertisement there later in the evening when maybe more people are home, more people are on Facebook. And within an hour or so, I received 35 likes, had 50 comments, and 12 personal messages of people interested in my product. The end result of my business, there you can see in the images the barn actually with part of it torn down, removed from the side, and torn out. Two of the windows are still there. I haven't cut those out yet. But I ended up having 5 individual sales. Some people didn't want the product. They didn't realize the wood was siding when they saw it. So I didn't, get a deal with everyone that I met with that was interested. But I did sell 5 to 5 people for a total of $150 in sales, leaving me with $105 in profit after accounting for the 30% commission, if you will, that I'm giving to my dad's cousin who owns the barn. Throughout the process, I had a few key takeaways. The first one's about marketing. That was the biggest thing that kind of blew my mind a little bit, was that just depending, the different time of day when you advertise something, it can really have a different effect. And I've kind of known that. My family's done advertising on radio with some of their other businesses, and so I've seen how that kind of works. And we target, the hotter times, I guess. And so I was able to, have 2 different trials with that where I posted, on 2 different times of day, and completely opposite results. The second one, the takeaway I got was negotiation. Me with my dad's uncle, I was able to, develop kind of a little bit of proposal, talk to him on the phone, negotiate out a price that was beneficial for both of us. He wanted the barn torn down. I wanted a way, to have a business, make some money, do that, and so we were able to come to agreement in terms and something that benefited us both. And the third takeaway I had was planning. Taking down some of the barn, I had a friend come out and help. I actually just gave him some of the wood for helping out. He wanted to make something with it. But we really didn't get as much done as we could have. If you saw that last picture of the barn where the side where some of it's removed, we probably did that in about an hour and a half between the two of us of solid work. The rest of the time we were there, we were kind of looking around, figuring out what to do. And we really could have been a lot more productive if we were planning it. So there are some key takeaways that I got from this business. Obviously, as I move on, I'm going to work on marketing it better, and really planning, especially if I'm going to have people working for me and paying them to help. So, moving forward, these are my plans. I estimate by the dimensions of the barn that I have about $5,000 more of weathered siding. I actually have 3 people who are interested in purchasing the remainder of the wood from the barn. They want the whole lot, which is great. So that's why I was saying that I need to have a plan when I go into it, because I want to have a crew of some people that I know to come out and to help me take down the rest of the wood and sell it. So I would have that, and to have a plan in place would be critical to minimizing my expenses for their costs. And so after that, with the $5,000 worth of weathered siding, taking into account things like maybe buying a few more tools so more people can work, taking into account the pay I gotta give for the people, taking into account as well that some of the wood might be damaged, and a potential discount, a bulk discount for the buyer of the wood. I estimate that I can receive an additional $2,500 in profit after all of those expenses. What I'm asking for here with my business to help move forward is an investment, really. I'm requesting $4,000. The amount would be used for buying other barns and tools. I would really like to see if I could turn this into something, go around the country, talk to people that have, obviously, you can see their old barns and stuff, and if they're run down, if there's nothing in them, see if they're interested in having it taken down. Some people it might be an eyesore, to some people, it might free up some space for some farmland. And so, that's something I could do. And what I would do for that investment, though, is I would, give back $1,500 annually for 3 years. And so that's a 6% internal rate of return. You can see to the side that it's kind of shown there, the $4,000 being paid out, and then the $1,500 being paid out each year. So I hope you guys appreciated my slides and my presentation. I hope you're looking forward to investing in my business, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks.